Let's see the relation between n, w and z before we go through different examples to justify the set of integers and its identification in the respective manner. So as we have seen, the set of integers denoted by z is all the negative integers, which is minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. is how we get the set of integers z. Let me also take into consideration the set of natural numbers and the whole numbers. As discussed in the previous session, the set of natural numbers n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, and the set of whole numbers denoted by capital W is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on and so forth till infinity. Now let's see what is the relation between Zn and W. As we clearly see, let's start from W and then with n and then with Z and make a relation between W, n and Z. I clearly see that W is all natural numbers including 0. So I can write this as n union the element 0, singleton 0. And I see the relation between Z and W to be all the negative integers, as seen, the first half being the negative integers and the right half being the positive integers divided by the neutral 0. So I can write this as Z minus union 0 union Z plus is what we get. Now set of integers is the union of set of negative integers union singleton 0 and union the set of positive integers. Now with this, I clearly see that the set of natural numbers is nothing but the set of positive integers, because we clearly see the natural numbers matching with Z plus, as Z plus is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the set of natural numbers is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 etc. So Z plus is n and Z minus is set of all negative integers. So I see Z minus is minus n is how we understand the relation between Z minus and n, is how we get the different types of relations between Z, n and W. Let's see some example problems to understand the set of integers, set of natural numbers and set of whole numbers combined, and understand the identification of a number in each of its classification, either as a whole number or as a natural number or as an integer. To start with an example, my question here is minus 5 by 2 an integer? So the question here is minus 5 by 2 an integer? So let's try to identify the classification of this given number using the concept of the integer or a natural number or a whole number. Now clearly minus 5 by 2 is in the fraction form, which cannot have the denominator as 1, but other than 1 it is 2, and therefore this can be expressed only as a decimal form but cannot be expressed as a non-decimal form with the denominator 1, and therefore this is clearly not an integer, or it is not a natural number or a whole number. So therefore the outcome is minus 5 by 2 is not an integer, is not a natural number, is not a whole number, because we don't have this in the denominator with 1. Let's try to identify with a different example. Say for example, I have is 2 minus 5 cube a natural number? or a whole number or an integer. So let's try to identify the answer for this question using the properties what we have learnt. Now coming to this, the given problem is 2 minus 5 cube, and I have to justify for this number being an n, a w or a z. So for this, we come with the rule that I simplified this to the most simplified form. And therefore, this when simplified to the most simplified form, I get this to be 2 minus 5 cube, which is 5 times 5 times 5. And this comes out to be 2 minus 125, because 5 times 5 is 25 and 25 times 5 is 125. This on further simplification gives minus 123, negative 123 is the final simplified answer for this. Now with this, I clearly understand that this is not a natural number, though it can be expressed with the denominator as 1, and a non-decimal number being expressed with the denominator as 1. But this is an integer, because an integer has the negative natural numbers and the positive natural numbers, including the neutral 0. Therefore, I understand that 2 minus 5 cube, which is indirectly expressed in the form minus 123, is not a natural number, is not a whole number, but is an integer, because it is accepted in the set Z. Is how we understand the different classification of the numbers justified through n, justified through w, and justified through z.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.